Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Miss Priscilla Pauline Wers, age 61 of Cullman, will be at 10 a.m. today at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Father Patrick Egan officiating. Burial following in the Sacred Heart Catholic Cemetery. Moss Service is directed. Those are our obituaries brought to you today by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. And, of course, you can watch our programs anytime on that same website, channel2cullman.com. Beautiful morning on this Monday, the 11th day of November. It was a great weekend.
Yeah,
Things are going to cool off, however, the next couple of days.
That's what I hear, down in the 20s, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So enjoy today while you can.
Okay.
Here's our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. The weather almanac for the 11th of November. The average high temperature 66, the average low is 43, the record high 81 in 1945, the record low 22 in 1946. Sunset at 5:50 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:12. There's the satellite picture. You can see what's going on around the country. Wintry weather up north where it should be. Our part of the country looks pretty good so far. Here's the forecast for today. It will be sunny with a high of 65, a normal day for the 11th of November. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 44, partly sunny tomorrow, very windy tomorrow as we're going to see a cold front come through. Slight chance of rain in the afternoon, a high of 49. Let's see, by Wednesday morning we'll have a low around 25 degrees and the same on Thursday morning. High Wednesday 44, Thursday 53, Friday 56, Saturday getting back to normal at 63. Okay. So some cold weather headed our way, but today should be a very enjoyable day as far as the weather. This is Veterans Day, always celebrated on the 11th of November.
Yep.
I saw a little bit of trivia about Veterans Day, and I'm sure George and Ted probably already know this. This was originally called Armistice Day.
Right. I knew that.
And Armistice Day was set to celebrate the end of World War I.
Right. Yep.
Which was the war to end all wars.
Yeah. But, but obviously it didn't.
It didn't. And that made Armistice Day irrelevant.
Yeah.
But sadly to say, Veterans Day will never be irrelevant.
Right. Right.
We will probably always have to have veterans.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, we will.
And we celebrate the service that they have done.
Oh, yes,
and
we do.
Ted went to the service on Saturday at the park and said it was an enormous turnout.
Yeah,
that was great.
I'm glad. He said like 2,000 to 3,000 people were there.
Yeah.
And it was an all-day great event.
Uh-huh.
And I think they were really featuring the Vietnam veterans.
Yeah.
Because I think they get overlooked all the time. It's always about the greatest generation and World War II veterans, and but Vietnam veterans have always gotten the short end of the stick. And so I'm very glad that Coleman really highlighted them. And
stuck in between there was Korea.
Right, and we don't say much about them
either. You hear even less about Korea.
Right, because was that really also a conflict, or was that an official war?
What they call it, a police action?
Police action, yeah. So it doesn't really matter if you fight, you fight.
And of course, a lot of the soldiers that fought in Korea were World War II veterans. It didn't happen that many years after that.
Right. Well, it was in the 50s, right? Early 50s that the Korean War, and of course the other one ended, World War II ended in 46? 45? Okay.
Yeah. Then you wonder about what's going to happen in 10 or 15 years about the veterans of today. I mean, we don't talk about the fact that we're at war anymore, do we?
No, but then of course there's Desert Storm, and then there's Afghanistan, and all those different things.
We've been in Afghanistan for what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
You'd never know it by watching the news.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you would never know it, that
Yeah.
the news media moves on.
Right. Doesn't talk about that.
But still, people are losing their lives.
That's right. I do remember, of course, I grew up during the Vietnam era, and I know you did too, but I could remember turning on the TV and watching the 6 o'clock news every evening, and it would announce how many soldiers died that day.
Yeah.
They would always give you a head count, and it was sad. It was very, very sad. But that was a strange time in our country. There were so many people that were against that. They were, protesting against it, and then, of course, there were the guys that went and got involved in it, and then, because that was during the draft as well. You didn't really have a choice during that time. You got drafted to go, and some people did volunteer, of course, but a lot of guys got drafted and didn't have a choice. And so it was just a very tumultuous time in our history in America. Yeah. So, but anyway, I want to salute all the veterans out there. We really do appreciate their service and their continued service. We have got to have a good Army to protect us. That's really what the government is supposed to do. That's really their main focus. The federal government is supposed to provide protection for our nation.
And sadly, they don't take care of our veterans.
No, they do not, and it is a shame. It really is
Same
shameful.
thing. Same thing. We don't take care of our veterans, and we should.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do we have a Facebook friend for today?
That's Christy Bush. And Miss Christy Bush likes The View and The Chew. I don't know what The Chew is. Have you heard of that?
No.
And I'm not a fan of The View. I don't like The View. I don't like
I don't know as I've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah. It's a bunch of liberal ladies, pretty much, that get up on TV and get on their soapbox, like we get on our soapbox. But they're just the opposite views.
Maybe we're the chew.
Yeah, maybe so. But at any rate, Christy, we're glad you're our friend, and you will, of course, win that certificate so you could go get your free big barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue in the Berlin area.
And coming up next, George Spear is here with news and commentary.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Time for news and commentary on a Monday, Veterans Day. Looking at the Coleman Times, if you're like me, again, as I've said before, I'll think about going to pick up the mail at least twice today. Well, there's no mail delivery. It's Veterans Day, right? And other things that are going to be closed, according to the Coleman Times. Coleman Caring for Kids will be closed. Coleman City Hall, Coleman County Courthouse, the Health Department, the Public Library here in Coleman, Department of Human Resources, all post offices. I wonder if that means that Willingham's out at West Point, he's got a village post office, right? I guess the box will be available, but you can't, maybe you can buy stamps, but they won't do you any good because there won't be any delivery, right? And let's see, for those of you who live in the county, if you have your garbage picked up on Mondays, you'll have pickup today. I made the mistake of just thinking one year when I was in office of giving those guys holiday, the day off. It was Thanksgiving, right? Let's give sanitation a day off. That was poor choice of thinking, because there's like 4 days, right? 4 days, no delivery, no pickup, no nothing. So when everyone got finished with their turkey and put it in the garbage in the can, every hungry dog in the neighborhood and every place in Coleman County came after the garbage. There was more complaining. Boy, sorry about that, guys, but we had to go back and deliver on the day before or after Thanksgiving. Also, according to the local Coleman Times, the food stamp cut is going to affect about 5,000 households in Coleman County. What I have not heard, read, or seen anywhere has been how much do people get for food stamps, right? According to this, a family of 4 receiving the maximum benefit will see their benefit decrease from $668 a month to $632. Then an individual receiving food stamps, the maximum benefit has been $200 a month to $189 a month. That ain't chicken feed, y'all. And you'd think the world was ended because food stamps have been cut. I mean, there's an editorial in yesterday's paper, the Coleman Times. Sorry about that, but those of you who don't have an appreciation for what you get, there was a time when you had to line up and get your commodities down here in Coleman. You took the cheese home, you took the flour, some other things, you know. I know that it's tough times, but you know, you got people selling food stamps on eBay, selling them on Craigslist, fraud like you wouldn't believe. A former Coleman County Sheriff's deputy and a retired county sales tax agent throwing his hat into the race for Place 1 Associate Commissioner. That's the one held by Mr. Hicks, Darrell Hicks. Kerry Watson is running for the position held by Darrell Hicks because he says he wants to continue his career of public service, and he mentions that dread awful word roads, because he says we got to do more. The reality of the matter is the majority of the road department's budget, at least it was when I was in office, and I'm sure continues to be, the salaries for all these people. They work 4 days a week. 4 days a week. Wish I had those hours. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel. And these guys know how to do it when they start campaigning for someone who's running for commissioner or chairman of the county commission. They go find them and say, I want to help you. Because they want to keep those benefits. Right now, the health benefits are, the increase in cost for insurance, health insurance, is being soaked up by the county. Of course, what politician or commissioner in his right mind would say, we're going to pass on those costs to you, the employee. And I'm guilty of it, I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you, the costs are insane. They were getting insane 11 years ago. I'm sure they're really insane right now. Last night about 7:20, if you were outside and you saw a bright light, well, we had 2 things going. We had one thing for sure last night that was going to happen. NASA said the European Space Agency had one of its satellites run out of gas. It was coming back and was going to crash last night. Well, out of the blue comes one of those meteors that, according to NASA, there was at least one bright event reported last night at 7:22. 4 cameras they had in Huntsville, Chickamauga, Cartersville, Georgia, Dahlonega. It was picked up at an altitude. Now check this out. This gives you a new respect for these things called meteorites. It was at 55 miles up in the sky. It was traveling at 52,000 miles an hour. Wow is right. It burned up at an altitude of 27 miles, just south of Anniston. Well, just how much can something burn up? Can it burn up enough? You know, they say that each year thousands of little particles of these meteorites are coming down. You see, it's more noticeable up in Alaska, where you can see, it's all white except for the dark spot. Stay away from the yellow ones, of course. At any rate, the European Space Agency said this one landed last night, didn't hurt anybody. It's completely gone. Anyone watching football this weekend knows that Auburn and Alabama won. Right now, Alabama's number 1, then Florida State, Ohio State, Stanford, Baylor, Oregon, and at number 7 position is Auburn. So they had a good weekend this weekend. I was looking at the paper about the Veterans Day activities this past Saturday, and how successful that was. That was great. I know that in the Coleman Times, had a story about a man commenting, said, well, when I went out there, this veteran said, I saw the Jeep on display. I don't know if you've ever been a young boy and in the 50s, you just love Jeeps. I mean, to me, boy, there's just something fascinating about a Jeep. First time one I ever drove, I was 5 years old. Well, I guess you could say I was driving it. I sat in my uncle's lap, and we were coming into Coleman. He had a Willys, it looked like a Jeep, except it had a little bit of a higher back end on it, but it was a Jeep. It qualified as a Jeep. I was 5 years old. Sat in his lap. We were coming up St. Joseph Street, and he was letting me drive, and it was wonderful. I always wanted a Jeep, but never really had one. In Vietnam, there was an opportunity to drive one. We were out on a mine-sweeping operation, and one of our Marines got hurt, and there was a Jeep that one of the engineers had. The engineers would take the infantry out and say, you guys go out and find the mines, right? That's the way that worked. At any rate, we had an opportunity. We had a Marine hurt. It wasn't, he got shot or anything. It's somehow, I don't know, he cut himself or something. So they needed someone to send him back, take him back to the rear. When I got into the Jeep, I thought, finally I could drive a Jeep. The motor wouldn't start. I don't know if we have any better luck nowadays. Stay tuned. We're up today on 2 after this.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelry.
Putting on the Ritz.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
We continue with more of Today on 2, and we have some prizes we would like to give away. We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park, and we also have the Cajun filet biscuit from Bojangles. Those are the prizes we have for today. We're going to ask you a question about one of these ads. Let's look at our ads for today. Starting with Hattsville Guns and Ammo, locked and loaded. Paul is targeting high prices. Right now, the cash price for guns is just 15% above wholesale. Hattsville Guns and Ammo on the corner across from City Hall.
Autotech Repair and Service. Electronic diagnostics is the technique they use. They do major engine repairs, transmission, brake, foreign and domestic auto repair. Right there in the Vinemont area, Autotech.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can still count on them each and every day. Call Mullins Body Shop.
And AmeriGas is now known as Coast Gas. Different name, but the same people work there. They have a fall tank set special right now, and they're on call 24/7 with competitive pricing, full service inside and out, located right there on the Eva Road.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store, has the taste of fall. Seasonal beers in stock now at Brown & Company Beverages on Highway 157.
And Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. You can call Holly Mullins today to book 256-620-JOLLY. That's 5655. They have all kinds of inflatable things that are fun for the kiddies.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore located just down the road. That's on 3rd Street Southwest, across from the parking deck. Deb's Bookstore.
Night Free Insurance. You can visit them on the web at www.night-freeinsurance.com. They're providing insurance coverage for now for over 3 generations. That's Night Free Insurance.
Grand Point Pharmacy. Think outside the box. Well, let's see, this was last weekend where they had the Christmas open house. Stop by. They have distinctive coffee flavor. They have a coffee bar in a Grand Point Pharmacy.
And Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center has fitness opportunities that are there and ready for you to get in shape before the holidays get to you. Have a variety of aerobic and cycling classes.
Baldwin Counseling Center can help you with weight loss, individual and family counseling, lifestyle coaching. Call Dr. Howard Rogers for an appointment, 256-737-3087. If memory serves me right, we have 3 advertisers located on Highway 31 North. That's north of 157.
Okay, yes we do.
Tell us one of the businesses, one of the 3, that's located on Highway 31 North. First person with the correct answer receives the pass to Hurricane Creek Park and the Cajun Filet Biscuit from Bojangles. Our phone number is 256-734-7399. And go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hi, I'm Mike Doss with Premier Bank in Coleman. And a lot of non-customers ask, what do I need to cash a check that's off of Premier Bank? And it's very simple. A valid driver's license or a pictured ID, a military ID, is sufficient. And as long as you've got a valid ID, it's a very quick transaction. And this is Mike with Money Matters.
Well, let's see what we can do. Our question for the day, name one of the advertisers on Highway 31 North. And I believe we have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling? Who's calling?
Hello out there.
I can hear you breathing.
Ann.
From where are you calling, Ann?
Ann.
From where are you calling?
Ann.
Okay. We'll move along to another call. Is that the only call we had?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's look at the rest of our ads. Highway Pickers is a new advertiser, the Highway 278 Pickers. This is an antique mall and market. They have 3 levels, Jacqueline, 3 levels for shopping.
Oh my gosh.
26 booths.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman, buy or rent to own. Carports, playsets, utility trailers, storage buildings, no credit check, you're approved. They're located on Highway 278 West, just past I-65. That's Cotton State Barns.
Busy Bee Cafe. I was by the Busy Bee the other day, and I got to tell you something. They are going to add German items to the menu full time.
Oh, great.
Passing that little secret along to you at the Busy Bee.
Deal. Earl's Body Shop has been voted best towing service. David, Diana, and employees, thank you for this honor. Large and small towing is available, local or long distance. Highway 31 North in Coleman. Earl's Body Shop.
There's a fitness facility located in downtown Coleman called Be Fit. Located on 1st Avenue Southeast. You don't have to have a contract, just pay by the month, $50 a month at Be Fit.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore is celebrating their Christmas open house on November the 23rd. They'll have a store-wide sale, discounts up to 60% off, refreshments, door prizes, and free giveaways. Yates Chance Christian Bookstore.
Tires for Less. This is another one of our businesses located on Highway 31 North. See Greg and Mike and the guys at Tires for Less, where they have Bridgestone and Firestone tires.
Mr. Hicks Menswear is the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing. He does have business men's regular sizes, but he also has those hard-to-fit guys, big and tall sizes, right there on Compass Way. Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Doug Doggett Jewelers has a new line of jewelry called La Fawn, Flawless Beauty. I like that. That's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way in Southwest Coleman.
And a $5 lunch continues to exist at Dairy Queen. It's a 4th-pound grill burger with cheese lunch, and it, of course, comes with fries, a refreshing drink, and a sundae for dessert. My goodness, you can't beat that deal.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located at the Berlin Quick Stop, has the tailgate packs for just $50. You can feed probably about a dozen people with that package. There we go with our merchant ads for today, and we have some birthdays to talk about on Veterans Day, the 11th of November.
Yes, we do. Let's take a look at those. It looks like Alicia Wisenhunt's going to have a birthday, Jerry Randolph, and Ronnie Wilson. All their names will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning a frozen cake, ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
We will continue with more of Today on 2 right after this.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, and a great team, even a cafeteria.
That's mine. From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Dum 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 doo dum 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 doo dum 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 doo dum wah 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 dum 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 doo dum 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 doo dum 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 doo dum wah 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 well a dum 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 so come dum doo dum 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 baby dum doo will I dum 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 so come dum doo dum 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 doo dum dum with dum dum come and dum doo will I love you dum dum and will never part will I dum 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 so come go with me wah 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 yes dance. Well, come, 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 come and go with me. Come, 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 come. Where beyond this will I dum da dum dum. So come go with me. Dum 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 dum. Dum dee doo dee dum 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 dum. Come and dum my heart will I dum da dum dum. And we'll never part will I dum da dum dum. So come go with me. Wow 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 wow. Yes, I never knew. Yes, I really never knew. Please say you never leave me. Never, 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 ever, ever wanna. You never give me a chance. So come, 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 come and go with me. Dum, 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 dum. Way beyond this will I dum, 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 dum. So come go with me. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, go with me. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, go with me. Dum, 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 dum. Won't you please go with me? Wow, 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 wow. Dum, 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 dum. Dum dee dum 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 dee dum. Wow 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 wow. If be my girl, hey, hey, baby, I wanna know if it be my girl. When I saw you walking down the street, I said that's a girl I wanna meet. She's so pretty, oh so fine. I wanna make her mine, oh mine. Hey, hey, baby, I wanna know.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
And what is the worst? Last minute Christmas shopping? Right. This year, we start right after Halloween. We still have months. We are in good shape. Lots of time. Lots of time. Is that a Christmas tree? I think so.
In a rush? Come to the UPS store and we'll pack and ship all your gifts.
I love logistics!
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelry.
Putting on the Ritz.
And now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Today is Veterans Day. Remember to thank those who have served. Our salute to the veterans. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. You can phone us 256-734-7399, fax us 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. A beautiful sunny day in store for today, a high of 65. Partly cloudy tonight, low around 44. Tomorrow, a cold front starts moving through the area with a high of just 49 degrees. And who do we have lined up for a guest for tomorrow?
Brian Lacey will be here tomorrow.
Brian's with Coleman Electric Co-op. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve tomorrow. Thank you for watching Today on 2.